Radio. We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California. It is straight up 7:30, and it is a Friday morning, 9th day of June, 2023. In the newsroom, well, he found his way back. It's Gene Brister. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning. Well, I followed the same lines that I painted in one direction. I followed him back.
Well, I don't know if you recall, but during one particular off-road race in the desert, they had to stream Cheetos for me to follow to stay on the race course.
To stay on the course.
Yep.
To hold the course.
I would follow those Cheetos anywhere.
And you did?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, well.
Little Sandy.
Okay. If you were hungry, you scream, I scream. We all scream for ice cream, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's a ice cream social at the Boys and Girls Club of Imperial Valley Pinnacle Horizons at Holt Park in Holtville from 5 till 8 this evening.
Now, do you have to socialize?
No, you can just stick your face in the ice cream and avoid people.
Hide in your bowl.
Yeah.
It'll numb your face.
You'll have a brain freeze.
Yes.
Okay.
Wonder what kind of ice cream they're going to serve.
I don't know.
I'll bet you can have any flavor you want as long as it's vanilla.
Well, and maybe there'll be some toppings and some sprinkles and things like that too. I don't know.
Maybe I know who we could ask.
Who's that?
Rudy Schaffner would probably be as good as any.
I would be afraid to ask Rudy.
His bite's not nearly as bad as his bark.
Okay. Well, I don't know how to put this, but last weekend, Pam and I were out at one of our favorite Mexican restaurants. Rudy Schaffner was there with his lovely wife as well, sitting right near us. Did you know Rudy puts ketchup on tacos?
No, I didn't, but I shouldn't be surprised.
I am highly suspicious of anyone that would put ketchup on tacos.
I'd have to agree with you. I'm concerned already, and that's the first I've heard of it.
I think maybe we ought to go to the Board of Supervisors, get a county ordinance that would prohibit putting ketchup on tacos.
We could do that. We could just present him a bottle of ketchup.
Yeah, well, I think we might better present him a bottle of the hot sauce or salsa or something more appropriate.
But he used ketchup on it. I can't cover for you there, Rudy. I cannot cover for you.
What do you expect from a guy that plays with fireworks?
That's right.
Yes.
Or he did. I don't know if he does anymore.
Oh, yes. Okay. Are you ready for some birthdays?
Birthdays.
Sports commentator Dick Vitale is 84. Mick Box of Uriah Heep, 76. Actor Michael J. Fox, 62. Johnny Depp is 60. Boy, is he weird. Actor Gloria Rubin is 59. Singer-actor Tamala Mann is 57. Actor Keisha Sharp, 50. Actor Michaela Conlon, 45. Actor Natalie Portman, 42. Actor Mae Whitman is 35. Actor Lucien Laviscon is 31. Local birthdays coming up. Let Freedom Ring. KXO AM 1230 presents Let Freedom Ring.
Happy Independence Day.
As we celebrate Independence Day.
Happy birthday, America.
With 6 hours of music, stories, history, and special features. Let Freedom Ring on AM 1230, Sunday, July 2nd from noon till 6 p.m. with an encore performance on Tuesday, July 4th from 4 till 10 p.m. Let Freedom Ring is made possible by these fine sponsors.
Southwest Postal Service, El Serape Restaurant, Aiden Express Gas, El Central RV and Service.
It's America's birthday. Celebrate with us and let freedom ring. We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Herman Cornejo Jr., Andrea Valdez, Brandon Gilbert, Christina Gonzalez, Ricardo Moreno, Ezekiel Whitman, Myra Jimenez, Steve Evangelist, Tiffany Juarez, Anthony Picasso, Siobhan Borchard, Lauren Jensen, Mary Lopez, Bernice Rabb, Christian Orendane, Gustavo Bibiano, Hector Cervantes, Leslie Necochea, Maria Dowden, Mark Sanchez, Monica Morales, Nelly Ramirez, Sebastian Alvarado, Tricia Harbert, Dolores Sanders, Mary Roach, Brody Barola, Danny Ruiz, and Lily Velarde. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay, and go to the ice cream social tonight and enjoy, but don't put ketchup on your ice cream.
Yeah, don't even let it get near. Yeah.
Mustard is okay, but ketchup? Okay.
Yeah. Well, Rudy, here's... yeah, that's a hard one to follow.
Yeah, I don't even think I'd want to.
Is that a Swiss thing?
You could probably blame it on that,
yeah.
But, there are an awful lot of normal Swiss people.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
This is going downhill quickly.
Yeah. So is Valor still playing baseball, or is he done?
No, he's done.
Okay.
He's done there. He's about ready to start basketball.
Okay.
So
no doubt he's a center. He's a tall kid.
Absolutely, yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Never happened in my family. Okay. Are you ready? Coming up, we've got some news. Is there an organized basketball league for...
There's an unorganized. I don't know. No. Yes, there is an organized league through the city.
Okay. Very good. That, obviously I wasn't particularly... basketball wasn't my game.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, well. Anyway, I think we're about ready for news, if you are.
I'm ready.
Okay, it's a look at world and California news headlines right now, and it is brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, they are your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News special report. Former President Trump has been indicted on federal charges in the classified documents case. CBS's Catherine Herridge says preparations will soon begin for his court appearance.
A law enforcement official tells CBS News that later today, the Secret Service and Trump staff will meet to develop a threat assessment and a security plan for Tuesday's arraignment.
CBS's Scott McFarland has details on how the arraignment will unfold.
When you go for arraignment in the federal court system, they read you the charges, they give you a chance to enter a plea of guilty or not guilty, and typically they set bond conditions.
CBS's John Dickerson says there's a certain irony in the federal indictment against Donald Trump.
This is a president who's being charged with something that his former opponent in 2016, Hillary Clinton, was accused of doing, and he beat her because of it.
The former president has declared he's done nothing wrong and has called the indictment a politically motivated witch hunt. CBS News special report.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news, criminal indictments against former President Trump from the Justice Department coming as a little surprise to legal analysts like Loyola Law School professor Jessica Levinson.
It was predictable in the sense that we've really been leading up to this for quite a while, and particularly in the last about 24 hours. The question really just was when, not if.
Trump indicted on 7 counts, including violation of the Espionage Act, obstruction, and false statements. Trump supporters coming to his defense, calling the charges part of an ongoing political hit job. Governor Gavin Newsom releasing a video touting his campaign to establish a 28th constitutional amendment aimed at tackling gun violence, noting it will be an uphill battle.
Convening a constitutional convention requires 2/3 of the states to call for this. California will be the first.
Newsom insisting the proposed measure will have no impact on the Second Amendment. By next Tuesday, Binance customers will no longer be able to use U.S. dollars to buy crypto on the platform. The SEC filing 13 charges against the company this week. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Hey, hold up a minute. What's the matter, boss? Don't worry, you're not in trouble. I actually want to thank you.
Thank me? For what?
For reminding our crew to call 811 before starting digging for this project.
Safety first, right?
You got it. Safety always.
Call 811 at least 2 working days before any digging project to have all utility-owned underground lines marked for free. Brought to you by Great Basin Gas Transmission Company.
Wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors, at the Imperial Valley Mall, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Friday morning, graduation ceremonies pick up again. George Gale has more.
High school graduation ceremonies wrap up today. Graduation season ends tomorrow at IVC. Tonight, San Pasquale Valley High School, Bill Maines, will hold their ceremony in their new gym beginning at 7 p.m. Kxo High School graduation will be held at Ward Field tonight beginning at 7:30 p.m. Imperial High ceremonies will be at the football field also beginning at 7:30 p.m. Graduation season wraps up tomorrow with the Imperial Valley College holding 2 ceremonies. First will begin at 9 a.m. Second ceremony will begin at 2 p.m. Both will be held at IVC DePauli Sports Complex. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A load of Brussels sprouts hid in methamphetamine. A ton of meth. This happened on June 2nd. U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers at the Calexico Cargo Facility encountered a tractor trailer with a cargo manifested as Brussels sprouts. Following an initial inspection, the 51-year-old driver was referred to secondary inspection for further examination. A non-intrusive inspection indicated irregularities, and the CBP K-9 team screened the cargo. The dog alerted officers to the presence of narcotics. A total of 148 packages were found concealed in the floor and roof of the trailer. The packages contained a ton of methamphetamine with a street value of over $4.3 million. The driver was detained and turned over to Homeland Security investigations. KXO News Time, 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. We're talking the finest names in tires: Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. Check the prices, then talk to your Quick Lane service advisor. He will give you the best price, guaranteed. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall.
In other local news, eastbound traffic blocked for an hour or so on I-8. Here's more on that story.
Traffic was backed up for over an hour on Interstate 8 eastbound and the Mountain Grade yesterday morning. California Highway Patrol says at around 8:46 Thursday morning, a Dodge Ram was driving on a dirt road above the Mountain Grade. Vehicle somehow went out of control and ran off the dirt road. It wound up hanging over the edge of the mountain. CHP said there was a threat of the vehicle falling and crashing down onto the eastbound lanes of Interstate 8. Traffic was stopped at Incopah, and it backed up for a long ways. At just after 11 a.m., crews were able to get the vehicle off the edge of the mountain, and the traffic was allowed to proceed smoothly. There were no injuries in the incident. Driver of the vehicle was able to get out safely. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
An inmate at the Imperial County Jail died after being found unresponsive early Thursday morning. On Wednesday at about 8 p.m., 8 men incarcerated at the jail were found to be experiencing medical emergencies in a jail module at the Imperial County Sheriff's Regional Adult Detention Facility. Correctional staff, along with certified emergency medical personnel, provided life-saving measures to the inmates. The 8 individuals were taken to 2 local hospitals for advanced care. All 8 have since been released from the hospital and are back in jail. At approximately 6:50 a.m. Thursday, another male subject was found unresponsive in a separate jail module of the same facility. Despite life-saving efforts, the 33-year-old man died. The identity of the individual was not released pending notification of family members. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations in the valley. Quick Lane. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Let's talk about it. Bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to KXO AM 1230 at 7 a.m. or on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to KXORadio.com for a podcast of the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of KXO AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
Page 2 of the local news and the weather is brought to you by K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Great Japanese food. They specialize in sushi rolls, over 50 different varieties. That's one for every state.
A portion of McDonald's Road has been closed due to a water leak. Here's more on that story. The emergency closure is between Weast Road and Blair Road, south of Nyland. The reason for the closure is a water leak. The leak flooded the road. Motorists are asked to use an alternate route until further notification. COVID cases, this is an update. George Gale has more.
County Public Health Department updates COVID numbers in Imperial County. A new update was released yesterday morning. According to the new numbers, there are now 59 active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County. That's down from 66 cases reported on Tuesday. The state tier metrics for COVID-19 in Imperial County are also down. New cases per day per 100,000 population are now at 3.40, with a positivity rate of 6.9%. Fatalities attributed to the virus remain at 981. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Juneteenth is the newest federal holiday. It's been adopted by 18 states. California is one of them. Juneteenth is a combination of June and the 19th. It marks the day the last enslaved African Americans were notified of the emancipation. They were notified by Major General Gordon Granger on June 19th of 1865 in Texas. The day has been celebrated in various forms for decades. The City of El Centro, Imperial Valley Social Justice Committee, and Black Lives Matter are inviting the public to a Juneteenth celebration on Saturday, June 17th, from 3 to 8 p.m. at the El Centro Community Center. There will be food, music, entertainment, face painting, spoken word, vendors, and more. Well, Calexico Police Chief, he's hanging it up. George Gale filed this story.
Chief Jesus Serrano has served as the chief of police in Calexico since 2022. In total, Chief Jesus Serrano has been with the Calexico Police Department since 1994. During his 28-year tenure, Serrano began as an officer. In the year 2000, he was promoted to sergeant, and in 2006, he became a lieutenant. He succeeded Gonzalo Gerardo as chief in 2022. Serrano said he will miss the department and he wished his successor well, whomever that may be. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial is serving the best Japanese cuisine in the Imperial Valley. The menu is full of outstanding entrees. Yes, there's something for everyone at Kxo Sushi, including for the kids. Kxo Sushi offers you 50 different sushi rolls. They're named after our 50 states. And there's fresh sushi and sashimi, plus beer, wine, and sake. And oh, I forgot to mention, they also have teriyaki chicken or beef, rice and noodles. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. They're open daily from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. Kxo Sushi also caters and welcomes big groups anytime. Call 760-355-4440. That's 355-4444 for your takeout.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says dry and tranquil weather with below normal temperatures are slated to continue for the next several days. Another low-pressure system is expected to move through the region beginning on Sunday, resulting in the return of breezy to windy conditions. A warming trend will help usher in the return of near-normal temperatures by late next week. 94, the high in the valley, 64, the overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 97, west-southwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tonight, mostly clear, a low around 70. West wind 10 to 20 miles an hour, gusting up to 25 miles an hour. Those winds will become north after midnight. Saturday, sunny with a high near 96. South wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then becoming northwest. It will be sunny on Sunday with a high near 88. West winds 15 to 20 miles an hour, increasing to 20 to 25 miles an hour in the afternoon, with gusts as high as 35 miles an hour. And we have 74 degrees, 41% relative humidity, wind out of the west-southwest 5 to 7 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news served by Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Check out the daily lunch specials. By the way, the dinner menu, 16 different entrees. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, just off Highway 86 in Imperial. Let's jump into sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network. We're working together to provide you the best care. Major League Baseball, the Angels beat the Cubs 3-1. Dodgers shut out the Reds 6-0. Clayton Kershaw picked up the win. The Rays rolled over the Twins 4-2. Orioles topped the Brewers 6-3. Giants rolled the Rockies 6-4. White Sox nipped the Yankees 6-5. Phillies 3, Tigers 2. Blue Jays edged the Astros 3-2. Guardians bombed the Red Sox 10-3. Braves over the Mets 13-10. And in the nightcap of a makeup game, the Yankees shut out the White Sox 3-0. Diamondbacks and Nationals postponed because of unhealthy weather.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
And the Oklahoma softball team did it again. 3 championships in 3 years, 6 championships in 10 seasons, 7 championships in total. Oklahoma beat Florida State 3-1 to win that championship. It's NBA action tonight, the finals. Denver leads the series 2-1. The Nuggets and the Heat will tee it up again. That is tonight. And the Nevada Senate adjourned yesterday without voting on a financing bill for a proposed $1.5 billion Las Vegas Strip stadium for the Oakland Athletics, extending the special legislative session into the next week amid negotiations over whether to contribute $380 million in public funding to the project. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printer's Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printer's Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printer's Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. The S&P 500 rallied yesterday to end the day in a bull market, marking a 20% surge since its most recent low reached October 2022. That brings to end the bear market that began in January of 2022. Mortgage rates dropped this week after a 3-week climb as rates remain volatile. Amid conflicting economic indicators, the 30-year fixed-rate mortgage averaged 6.71% in the week ending June 8, down from 6.79% the week before. A year ago, the 30-year fixed rate was 5.23%. What's happening on the big board right now? Well, the Dow up 125 points at 33,957. The S&P 500 up 21 at 4315. The Nasdaq up 74 points at 13,312. Gold up $1.20 an ounce, and oil up 27 cents a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Howell in El Centro.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 97, southeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tonight, mostly clear, a low around 70, west winds 10 to 20 miles an hour, gusting up to 25 miles an hour. Those winds become north after midnight. Saturday, sunny with a high near 96, south wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming northwest. And right now downtown, 75 degrees, 40% our relative humidity. Wind is out of the west-southwest, 5 to 7 miles per hour. Financial news and a look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes. You'll find Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
In America, the future belongs to everyone, so we engineered the truck of the future for everyone. Ford F-150. Available with a Pro-Power onboard generator and a variety of cab configurations for whatever you need to haul. Because the truck of the future isn't created for just a few. It's for America. Ford F-150. Drive one today. Come in now for a huge selection of vehicles like the 2022 Ford F-150 for 0% limited term financing. Only at your San Diego County Ford dealers. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford Credit Limited Term Financing. Down payment may vary depending on credit. Not available on Ford F-150 Lightning, F-150 Tremor, and F-150 Raptor models. Place a new retail order or take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer's stock by 7/5/23. See dealer for residency restrictions, qualifications, and details.
All offers valid at your Imperial County Ford dealer. Well, coming up, CBS News will take you around the world, let you know what's happening. After that, we're back with more of the best oldies on the radio.
He's on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Linda Kenyon in Washington. Former President Trump has been indicted in the classified documents case with his arraignment scheduled for next week. CBS's Catherine Herridge on the preparations for Trump's appearance in federal court.
A law enforcement source tells CBS News that later today, the U.S. Secret Service and Trump staff will meet to develop a threat assessment and security plan for Tuesday's arraignment in Miami.
CBS's Robert Costa says the charges against the former president are about as serious as they can get.
Speaking last night and this morning to former federal prosecutors who know Jack Smith, the special counsel, they say he would not bring these series of charges unless he felt that he could win this case, that this is something that is serious.
On his social media platform, Truth Social, the former president declared his innocence and called the investigation a politically motivated witch hunt. The indictment has made headlines around the world. CBS News foreign correspondent Elaine Cobb reports.
Britain's Daily Mail noted that President Trump faces 100 years in jail if convicted of federal charges. Al Jazeera TV declared President Trump is doomed, finally. The Indian Express offered live updates of federal agents headed to Miami for their investigation. And in France, Le Figaro notes this is the first time a former U.S. president has faced federal charges. Elaine Cobb, CBS News, Paris.
Thousands of people are believed to be trapped by floodwaters that have spread across Ukraine after a catastrophic dam collapse. CBS's Deborah Pata has the story.
Evacuating residents from Kherson is a deadly business. Boats move swiftly through flood-stricken areas, not only ferrying people to dry land, but to escape the ongoing Russian bombardment.
Ukraine's president has called for an urgent international rescue effort after an explosion at the dam caused that flooding. Folks in the northeastern part of the U.S. could soon open their windows and let in the fresh air again as smoke from Canadian wildfires is moving out. CBS News weather and climate producer David Parkinson has more.
A couple things are going to change going into the weekend. The first is that we are going to have some rain this afternoon. Some of it might be in the form of thunderstorms. That should do a little bit to clear the air out. By the time we get to the weekend, we also have a wind direction shift.
The Florida Panthers beat the Vegas Golden Knights 3-2 last night in Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals. That call on TNT. Game 4 is tomorrow night in South Florida. Vegas holds a 2-1 lead in the series. This is CBS News.
Need hires who dazzle without the hassle? You need Indeed. Their powerful platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
At Ethos Life, we've busted all the myths about getting life insurance. Like myth number 1.
Life insurance?
I can't afford that.
At Ethos, we have term life policies everyone can afford, with policies as low as $7 a month. Or myth number 2.
I have a life insurance policy through work. That's good enough.
With workplace coverage usually only equal to a year's salary, that won't nearly be enough to cover your family's ongoing and future expenses. A long-term, affordable policy from Ethos can give you the peace of mind that if something happens to you, your family is well covered for years to come. Myth number 3.
Getting life insurance, and it's just too complicated.
At Ethos, our 100% hassle-free online process can give you a quote in seconds, application in minutes, and coverage in hours. With no medical exams or blood work needed. Just answer a few health questions. Get your free online estimate at ethoslife.com. That's ETHOS life.com. Rates will vary based on age, underwriting, face amount, and type of policy.
A trend that seems to be getting out of hand, tipflation. CBS's Carter Evans has more on how some businesses are solving the guilt of the gratuity.
Something's different when you pay for your ice cream at Molly Moon's in Seattle.
At the bottom, if you'd like.
Tipping is not allowed here. Owner Molly Moon Neitzel says those checkout screens made customers and her workers uncomfortable.
Employees don't really want to stand there and think about how much influence you have over what they're going to take home.
So she raised prices and raised pay. What's your minimum wage here?
We start folks at $21 an hour.
Back when Molly Moon's accepted tips,
Black employees at Molly Moon's were making a lot less than white employees.
Now all employees know exactly how much they'll make.
Citing the salary cap, the Minnesota Vikings and star running back Dalvin Cook are parting ways. Cook was cut from the team, chopping $9 million off the expenses. Linda Kenyon, CBS News.
Carroll Buckley.
Everybody's talking about you.
Carroll Buckley.
You're the talk of the town.